How are there already people? Oh no. Oh no. Wait. Oh, the music is so loud, isn't it? Okay, let me lower that real quick. Let me lower that. Can you still hear it? It's probably too loud still. Just let me know. I'll set it like this. And I'll set it maybe a little bit louder. Okay, is the music good? You guys, listen, guys. You need to help me out here, okay? I'm the newbie streamer. I am the stupid panda. I don't know what I'm doing. Let me swap to there. Hi. Hello. It is I. Okay. Oh, thank you. Okay, I've seen people say congrats. You guys are nice. We want Doxon. How dare you? No, Doxon is fantastic. I love Undertale. It's like one of those games that's stuck with me for all my days. So there are already 25 people. You guys, I wrote in the description. Like, I'm hopeful that only like 10 people show up. It will be cozy. But you know, I am wrong. Bro, wait, the World Cup match is starting. Yes, I did it strategically. I waited until I saw that like 4 or 5 like big chess streamers were alive. So I'm like, okay, I'm safe. Like, so you know, just the hope. I need to quickly give mod privileges to Ulex Chess. Because I asked him before, would you moderate the stream for me? So Ulex Chess, I promote you to be a moderator. You can be... Here we go. There we go. Ulex, you need to be responsible now. These are a group of wild people. They're crazy, Ulex. But yeah, you are in fact not safe. No, I'm aware. I'm getting my fight and flight response triggered really hard right now. You should make Maxime role moderator. That sounds like a bad idea. What hint would you give to a chess creator? Oh, that's a difficult one. I would say two hints. One of them would be try and find a place where you can add value for people. You see way too many people just copying what everyone else is doing. I am kind of doing that, but I'm really trying to put my own spin on things. So at least try and get like value, like for the audience that you want to engage with what you make. Another one is embrace your silliness. I see way too many people be like, hello guys, today we're gonna analyze 5 theoretical moves of the Rui Lope. Like, you know, like embrace your silliness. Like, YouTube is entertainment at the end of the day. Red Panda, could you defeat Steinitz? Probably. My neighbor doesn't open the door, so I can... Oh, wow. We normal cheaters are nothing but pawns. We normal creators. No, you're all fantastic people. By the way, 50. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. So usually in my videos you are aware. Oh, Panda, he's a sarcastic little mini hat. Something I will say. I am a little bit shy. So stay with me here, okay? We're gonna go through this together. You are as much a prisoner here as I am. Hey, Cat Server. In Brazil, we have a YouTuber with a content very similar to you. Oh, that is cool. I'll check them out later. That sounds fantastic. Yes, I love my desserts before the main meal. Okay, yeah, you're right. So, what I have planned, So normally I do these like channel member streams and I go through chess books. Today, I just picked a game by José Raúl Capablanca. And I was like, he's my favorite chess player. We can just go through the game, and you know, I'm gonna analyze, and by that is I'm gonna make you guys do all. You listen. Oh, wrong thing. Whoops. You guys will do all the work for me. Okay. I'm gonna sit here and force you to answer questions, and if you don't answer them, I will bully you. Oh. No, people are so nice. What is the channel member of Firefox and not Fire Panda? Because red pandas are sometimes called Firefoxes. And I think it's a really cute name. Hello, Blue Panda. But mods ban that guy. Alright. So this game was played between Havasi and Capablanca in Budapest, 1929. And Capablanca had the black pieces, therefore we're gonna spectate it from the black side. And the game started with pawn d4 and knight f6. Now, I have absolutely no idea what the skill level of the people here is. So I'm going to do this at a glacial pace. It's like all the strong players, they're gonna be so bored out of their minds. And then they'll leave. And then I can start spouting nonsense and no one will be left to call me out on it. I'm seeing a lot of messages. Oh no, I'm gonna sleep with that voice, to be honest. Aw. that sounds like a bad idea. I don't know. Hi, pirates. Okay, so first of all, pawn d4. We're opening up our pieces to join the game and we're putting a pawn in the center of the board. Now, what is always, right, in these types of positions, a sort of positional threat. That is for the opponent to put 2 pawns in the center, right? So if I play something like this, you can always allow my opponent to put both central pawns out. You should very likely just do that. So here you have 2 common responses, right? One of them is d5. This prohibits the opponent from developing a pawn out, and one of them is knight to f6. Now, the point of putting the knight out instead of d5 is that this is just more elastic, right? We're not committing anything. Like, for example, you know, once I put d5 in, we're not gonna play a King's Indian defense, which is, you know, like this sort of opening where you go like g6 and you put the pawn on d6, right? Like, you can't do that. We love Red Panda. Okay, thank you, thank you. We give the life a like. Aw, thanks. I'm 400. Faulty, you're not 400. Anyway. So knight f6, it's just a little bit less committal. You can essentially still do anything except for a dodge. Which is, by the way, another, like, main line against d4. Because, you know, we're blocking white from putting 2 pawns in the center. Again, all the strong players are like, get on with it already, Red Panda, you're so boring. That's the point. Get bored. 1200 rabbit, twice as much imposters. Nice. Oh no, Chess Master School has more subs than you. Oh no. Tragic. I mean, I can't compete with the content farm. Like, come on. I don't think I can compete with ChatGPT, but that's okay. I don't need to. Okay, white plays c4, which is, you know, just... Okay, here it isn't the queen's gambit, because we're not gambiting a pawn. But if you're playing with your d-pawn openings, sort of the thing you're always aiming to do is just put pressure on your opponent's center. So c4, you put pressure on the d5 square. Also, in a lot of cases, the c file will open. And you get pressure along there, right? So just a lot of, like, reasons why c4 is an excellent move here. If you play something like knight c3, that's, like, fine. But now we're trying not to, you know, get pressure on the d5 square with a pawn, but instead we're trying to directly control e4 by putting a pawn there. Any tips for 700 elo? If you're rated 700 elo, I would honestly... Okay, big one. Don't get stuck in this trap of listening to all of the marketing and advertisements out there, because and I genuinely mean this, right? You do not need to spend money on chess if you're rated 700 elo. Like, and if you really want to spend money, like, buy a good book, right? Like, buy a good book for beginners, like, that's fine. But don't spend money on opening courses, don't spend money yet on coaching sessions, and go by what's most fun to you. Because at the end of the day, when you're still sort of low rated, you will improve no matter what information it is you take in. And you will just improve quicker when you're having fun doing it. So that would be my advice if you're rated 700. ChatGPT is not comparable to any human being. It has 5 queens in 6 dimension. That is true. It would probably beat me at chess if it knows it can cheat. Any tips for negative 120 elo? But if you're minus 120 elo, I don't know, like that I would think you should definitely make some sort of YouTube videos on that, because I would be fascinated to see what negative elo chess looks like. I need 2400 elo. Ah, yes, yes. Go to a coach. Like, Panda play against Grok. No. I'm not gonna start using AI, not even like ironically. I don't want to burn down the Amazon rainforest just for a funny bit. Okay, we see pawn to e6. So pawn to e6 was trying to support a d5 break. What is the song? Okay, anyway. But if we do so immediately, white here has a threat. Now, question for you guys, right, in the audience. Particularly, maybe, like, if you're, like, one of the higher-rated folks, don't answer this. I know that you know. What should you do here with white? Like, white to move. What do you do here after d5? You're so adorable. Thank you. You know what my partner has been doing? So, my partner reads a lot of the YouTube comments, right? And if they... And if they see a particularly good comment, they like, look at this. And they've been collecting all the thirsty comments. So every time someone's like, ah, you're so adorable, I could hug you. Or like, are you single? Yes, I get those types of comments. Rarely, but I get them. Then like, they make a screenshot and they've been like compiling evidence. So like, yeah, that would be one for the thirst trap compilation. Knight c3 and just transpose back into the queen's gambit declined. Low-key, if you're 2800, 82, you can learn from Stockfish games. Magnus Carlsen learned a lot from Alpha Zero, yeah. C takes d5. Take a pawn and occupy the center with 2 pawns. Yes. I don't think C takes is winning. It isn't winning, right? Like, I could look at the computer. It's a plus 0.8 at fan. Let's turn that off. Yeah, so it's like not a big deal. But yeah, it is the move. So in this sort of Queen's Gambit structures, what is the purpose of establishing pawn tension for white? Right, like for example, if I go here, what is the purpose of this pawn tension? Well, I mean, it is to take, right? Unless you defend with your pawns, because, like, you know, if I defend my pawn, like, you just end up in a symmetrical structure here. And if I defend with the other pawn, now you're freeing the bishop. It's still playable. It's got a call spat. But, you know, it's like, it isn't as good compared to a move like knight f6, right? Now taken. Now, let me put the position back up. Here you go. I'm saying all of this. The point is, in fact, to take. In this case, though, it's extra good because there are two ways that black can recapture, right? Either with the knight or with the queen. And they both just have drawbacks. Taking with the queen, right? The queen is centralized, but it can get kicked, right? So we get some free development. We just generally understand that to be good. Also, we can probably occupy the full center afterwards. If we take with a knight, okay, the main line is first knight f3, but e4 is also immediately playable. We get our full center, right? So we just get dominant center control. So that's why we usually build with e6, right? So e6 is to support d5 without allowing the capture. Because, you know, if we play here the capture, we just take back with the pawn and we're completely fine, right? White doesn't get the center. Your videos are so good. Thank you. Is this a Grunfeld? No. The Grunfeld is like a very different opening. But it's just... I understand why you'd say that. Because you do still get this capture here and white gets the full center. Right? But the reason why the Grunfeld is playable is because... for black, right? Is because there's a knight on c3. So we don't retreat, we take. In the other scenario... So, let me go here. After take e5. Notice how there's a knight on c3. So here we just have to retreat with a knight somewhere. And this is just much less good. But thank you. I try my best making entertaining videos. And I'm really... I'm quite shocked. But I also feel very privileged that people seem to enjoy them. Is ballistic rocket tension a good strategy? Ballistic rocket tension is an excellent chess strategy. Panda, your house is on fire. This is fine. This is fine. I don't need to move from the fire. I am the fire. Okay. Red Panda for a reason. Don't worry. Aw. Just to pop in to say you got me back into chess. I'm trash, but it's been really fun. Listen, it's a fantastic game. It is, like, it genuinely, it doesn't matter if you're 2800, 2000, 1500, 1000, or 800. Like, any point on the elo red, it doesn't matter. Like, you can get so much joy out of this game. Like, it is just remarkably fulfilling to learn to play chess. And for me, it has been nothing but a constant source of enrichment in my life. Okay, let's return to the game. And let me promote this line so I don't have to constantly seep through many variations. Okay, so after e6, what was played? See, we're going through this game at breakneck speed. Been live streaming for 17 minutes and we're currently on the second move. Yes. Alright, let's see. Knight to c3. Right. So, what is the threat here? Because there's actually sort of a threat. Right? If white gets another move right now, what would they play? Panda, how do you feel on the 10 gambit? I don't. I don't have any feelings on the 10 gambit. I watch streams just to learn English, to be honest. Ah. Well, then you have a supercalifragilisticexpialidocious time with me. Did you like an actual chess education? Did you have like an actual... Yeah. As a kid, I joined... Yeah, for sure. E5. E5 is an excellent move. Like, yeah, if it was right to move now and they could play E5, they probably would. I do agree. E4. Yes, absolutely. Yes, if they were to move right now, they would play E4. So, we need to prevent this. And the way I see it, there are two ways to do so. By the way, here, C5 is just the Benoni, also playable. But it's currently beyond the scope of this video, okay? So, all the high-rated people... Oh my goodness, Red Banner didn't even mention the Benoni. He is... Like, calm down. So, this needs to be prevented. And there are two main ways to do so. Either we play pawn to d5, which is just called the Queen's Gambit declined. Or, and what I imagine was played in the game, but let me quickly check. Yeah, or bishop b4. Right now e4 is not possible. Notice how the knight is pinned. So we can play knight takes e4. Technically you could also take the knight, but like knight takes e4. Right, this is a really bad sacrifice. So yeah, we're just preventing white from putting their pawns in the center. d5, occupy the center as planned, or bishop b4 comes to mind. Yep, absolutely. d5, oh yeah, b6 was also for sure playable. Yeah, the Queen's Indian defense. Benoni sounds like Italian for... Ah, they're Benoni. Yes, very good. Can you play b6 to end up the Queen's Indian defense? Certainly you can. So you know what, fair enough. Okay. I forgot a couple openings. But I'm just kind of trying to get to the point, right? Especially if we're looking at these games from Capablanca. They just view the opening as a battle for the center. So openings like the Nimso Indian, pawn d5, Queen's Gambit declined. They were like, you know, like just thought of as normal in the time period. Okay, let's see. How did white play? Okay, Queen c2 was played. And I mean, this is super logical, right? Because first of all, if we're like talking about the Queen's Gambit, right? Again, one of the sort of main themes is pressure along the c-file, right? Because if black ever plays d5, then that is a file that could open with the capture. So Queen c2 is just entirely logical, right? Like if this file opens up, then putting our queen there makes definitely some degree of sense. We're also defending the knight, right? So there's no threat of taking, ruining our structure. We just take back with the queen. Anything else? Oh yeah, we're supporting the e4 square. Also very important. Right, so now we are kind of renewing the threat of putting a pawn in the center of the board. So, you know, now that the threat has been renewed, Capablanca here plays the move pawn d5. Just, you know, very standard stuff. Now here the queen check, by the way. Does this win a piece? No. We have knight c6, right? Defending and blocking the check. Just felt like quickly pointing it out. Because I know some of you are thinking it. He has a Discord. Yeah, I have a Discord. It's public. You can join. I am always very willing to talk to people. Just castle in and allow e4 is theoretical. Yeah. You could also play c5. Castle in is a theoretical move. d5, d6 is a theoretical move. d5 is a theoretical move. Pawn b6 is a theoretical move. Yeah, so even the capture might be some sort of theory, though I don't think it's good. Anyway, d5. You shouldn't be looking for theoretical lines in Capablanca games. True. Yes, absolutely. You know, I don't know if the story is true, but I remember hearing a story about Capablanca at some point that he told one of his students that the Sicilian has been refuted. Which is like, that's the opening take of the century. Anyway, after pawn to d5, here we see the move knight to f3, which is not really popular nowadays. And I think mostly because of one move here. Okay, you know what? But that could be maybe a fun question to you guys. What would you play with the black pieces? And you know what? I mean, listen, we can sit. We could sit here and talk about a lot of moves, because yes, it's all roughly equal, but there's definitely one move that stands out to me, and it also is given an exclamation mark in the book that I'm reading from, so, you know. How do I join the Discord? Oh, I have links in, like, all my video descriptions. C5 has also a line here, yep. The only world champion you can't blame for being off on theory. Yeah, so same with Steinitz. Same with Lasker. Alekhine. Alekhine is good. Oiwo, it was like a theoretical beast. I don't know, like... And yeah, after Alekhine, like, once we get to Botvinnik, absolutely great. Yo! Thank you for the donation, Urlex Chess. I'm already asking you to moderate, and now you're also paying me, like... You know that it should be reversed in a fair world. But I do appreciate it. First time seeing you stream. It's also my first time stream. I streamed once when I had like 200 subscribers. And now I'm like, okay, 10k. I'll do something, I suppose. Wait, is he playing Alekhine? No, sadly not. He's playing Hafasi. No idea who that is, by the way. D takes c4. D takes c4 is a move. I wouldn't call it the best move. Short castles with c5. Short castles is definitely a fine move, you know. But like the move in d4, d5 openings is the move pawn to c5. And like definitely the best move here. Generally, this is like just sort of black's whole free-in idea in these queen pawns positions, right? Mostly because white has a really nice pawn center. The whole purpose of c5, and it's genuinely not more complicated than that, is just to destroy white's pawn center. That's it, right? Like it's not a much deeper idea. But you know, the whole opening is a fight for control over the center. So yeah, c5, great move. You remember me from the first stream, Panda. Dominic. I definitely recognize your name. I don't know if it's particularly from the first stream, but I've seen you in comments, and I definitely remember the name Dominic with the Clippy avatar. By the way, a lot of people think like, oh, Panda, do you remember me? It's like, generally, yes. If you've left more than like 4 comments under my videos, I probably remember you. I love that Capablanca switched openings, because I think Lasker decided to create opening theory so long that it would go to a draw, if I remember correctly. Oh, like the Capablanca versus Lasker World Championship match, which actually kind of fun. If like the going through some of the games, I remember a really good Yasusaira one lecture on it. That was, oh, I love it. Yeah, by the way, anyone who doesn't know who Yasser Syra1 is, like, please do yourself such a favor after this stream. Look up, like, St. Louis Chess Club, Yasser Syra1. Y-A-S-S-E-R, Yasser. Like, oh, you will love it. Wasn't Capablanca that absolutely hated to study open in theory? I don't think so. Capablanca, oh, he was that lazy bum. He hated chess. No, Capablanca was he was the 3rd world chess champion, and he is known for bad opening lines, but excellent endgame play. I have no idea if we're gonna see that this game. 75 viewers. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so here we see the Yasser will be remembered by the real ones. Yes. Oh, I love him. I love him. Okay, c takes d5 was played. And okay, so generally, right? Here, c takes d5, great move. You know, we're just transforming the structure, clarity in the center. Downside, we're giving up tension, which, like, generally, like, meh, you know? Like, you don't want to be afraid of, like, letting go of tension in the center. Tension, by the way, here, I'm referring to all the pawns touching each other, right? But if you don't have a good reason, right, just keep the tension. Develop your bishop, or, like, challenge the bishop, or whatever, right? Even e3 is fine, but I would prefer bringing the bishop out early. This has the downside that after we take back, we free up black's bishop. So it is a sensible move, completely fine, right? Wanting some clarity in the position, fine, you know? And potential, like, isolated queen pawns, which is, like, not weak, but we're not going to talk about that today. But we are helping black, so if you don't have a good reason, don't help your opponents. Like, people help their opponents so much in a game of chess, just if there's no reason not to, don't. That's the reason the Marshall attack is known today. Yes, absolutely. That was by Frank Marshall. He prepared that specifically against Capablanca, and then Capablanca refuted it over the board. He played a weird sideline, I believe, in the Marshall attack. Wait, he didn't play pawn c6. He just pulled the rook back, right? I think that's what happened. Anyway, I'm not gonna put it up on the board right now, because that if I allow myself to go into these side tensions, we're gonna be here for so long. I won't stop talking. Okay, let's carry on. C takes d5 was played. And here, actually, Capablanca didn't take back with the e-pawn, which is strange to me. Instead, he played queen takes d5. I presume he was annoyed of the bishop spin. I presume that's the reason, right? Because yes, I can see how that's annoying to deal with. Fascinating though, because I would 100% play this. Queen takes d5 just seems a little bit awkward to me, but like I'll be honest to you guys, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, stupid Capablanca. Capablanca didn't know what he was doing. Wow, that is a horrible thing. Hey Dan, I saw you in a live stream earlier. How you doing? Wow, Panda Live. Don't get used to it. This is very scary to me. Panda, you should definitely wear glasses and a bow tie more. It's so adorable. See, but I need to keep it special. Or special. Listen, I'm not gonna like dress up nicely for just any willy-nilly occasion. This is a subscriber special milestone video thingy. Magic. Panda, why would we hand a pawn? Panda, why would we hand a pawn? So here, explain to me. No, you had an excellent point or something. Like what? Like you're here. This is so scary. This is what you mean with handing a pawn. Yeah, yeah. You're white now. White to move. Come on. Go on, we're playing a game. You idiot. I will fight you. Are red pandas your favorite animal? So, okay, I'll let you in on a little scoop. When I made my first ever video back in the day, I made it twice. Once with a red panda and once with a raccoon. Because they're both my favorite animals. And I thought the red panda one looked very adorable. So did the raccoon one, to be fair. But I thought the raccoon one... I don't know, I like the red panda one more. So I was like, yep, red panda, that's the one. Also, because I'm, of course, a talking red panda. Don't ruin the magic for them, guys. Don't ruin the magic. That pawn could become a queen later, so it's very important, Banner. Oh, you're so right. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna turn the engine on right now. Oh, guess what, guys? Black is winning. I told you so. It's like minus 0.2. I'm like... Don't turn that back off. Like, I feel like everything nice and set up, but because I'm cutting the board off, I'm just not gonna use the engine, right? But I will let you know when I use it. Okay, so here, and we took back with the queen instead, which... Okay, I mean, it looks a little bit strange to me, but I can imagine Capablanca not enjoying the spin too much. Which, I mean, that probably his reasoning. Either that or he really sucked at the opening. I'm so boring. My favorite animal's a cat. Oh, you're right. You're so boring. Yeah, no, cats are awesome. Are you kidding me? Really? If you're talking about the raccoon thing, yeah, really, I made it twice. You can't have two favorite animals stay in your lane. How dare you? How dare you? I can't stay for long, but I just recently discovered you 10. I've got to say, I love the content. Thank you very much. What a polite gentleman over there. Capablanca didn't like isolated queen pawns. Also, you know, potentially true. However, again, like... That's fair, you know what? And also this time period, I know people were more scared of the IQP than we are today. By the way, if you are one of those players who's scared of an IQP, my man, you are hurting your chest so much more than the IQP ever could. Like, genuinely. Grow a pair, play the IQP structure. Like, it's fine. I know you're like kicking and screaming right now. No, Red Panda, no! I hate isolated pawns. Shush, shush, you'll be fine. You're such a strong big boy, you'll be fine. You missed 2 donations by Falter. I think I mentioned it. Oh yes, I missed the second one. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm such a bad streamer. By the way, it is like 14, like not that much, but thank you very much, Falter. But that sounds like such a prick thing to do. Falter and I are friends, guys, for context. I am not being like... I'm not being like just mean to some random donator. Like, we're friends, right? Like, Panda, you can't play IQP. I want to play the Danish. No. IQP is a finance, you got a compensation. Your compensation is the IQP. Are you kidding me? You get dominant center control. The IQP gives you the better center. Like, you're doing great. You're doing fantastic. Why it's the isolated ball? Okay, so just to put something on the board. Okay, taking it would be a bad move. D4. Okay, but let's say I put just something here on the board, right? Like, these moves made no sense, right? For the record. The IQP is 100% your compensation here for the IQP. Like, this is a really good variation because, you know what, the bishop is locked out. But also, right, you have the dominant center. Like, quite genuinely, you're doing great. Like, you just, like, keep on keeping on, Chief. You're doing fantastic. Like, don't freak out about IQP. It does way more harm to your chest than the IQP ever could. You shouldn't queue your P? What comment did I just read? Why did I read it? Why did I even read that? Why you shouldn't queue your P? What are we doing? Oh, IQP. Ha ha ha. Ha, you made the streamer say P. Okay, let's carry on. Okay, pawn to a3. Okay, I mean, very sensible, right? This bishop is like keeping black's position together with duct tape. You don't have an alternative really overtaken. So yeah, let's just take. Let's see. I mean, I don't know why I'm even checking. Of course, this move was played. I mean, like, yeah, it is actually just your only move. You can't retreat. Pawn takes back. By the way, fun question. Well... I don't think it's a fun question. I was gonna say, why wasn't taken back with the queen? But it's like, black is gonna score a tempi back with the knight at some point. But it's like not... Or by taking here. But like, it's not a fun question. Taken back with the pawn, of course, makes a lot of sense. Let's see. Okay, you know what might be a sort of fun question? So right now, right? White has the bishop pair. And we sort of largely understand this to be good, right? Like, we love the bishop pair. We're in love with the bishop pair. I would marry the bishop pair. So, what is black's compensation? Because, big spoilers, Capablanca isn't that lost to move 8, right? What's their compensation? My brain after work doesn't work. Still gonna watch it. I respect that. And I definitely get the same feeling. My IQ is 10. Very relatable. I accidentally pressed enter. 10 is impressive, honestly. Let's see. Bishop a5, b4. Yes, mooi mix. That from earlier, why you couldn't, why you had to take. Yes, absolutely. You should pixelate the picture frame even more. It gives a lot of charm. Is it super pixelated? No. It's fine. Listen. I'm getting bullied. I guess I deserve it. I bully you guys a lot in my videos. I think knight e4 doesn't do enough. Knight e4 here. I don't think that's per se compensation. What is compensation? Did someone ask that? Or did I... More active pieces and easier routes to development. I wouldn't actually say so. I would say they still have the problem of this passive bishop. And I don't particularly know. Like, the queen is technically more active than this one. But that's like super theoretical. I don't know if it's actually a practical advantage. The knights are definitely equal. So yeah, I don't think that's entirely true. No. White has backward weak pawn. I'm not sure if it's particularly backwards. It's like 200 bitrate, my guy. Ah, is that a lot? I guess black is faster with kin safety. Yeah, but like, is white really threatening to open the position up that much? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, I would say black has the initiative. Too fake. Oh my goodness, you are alive. Your laugh is great. Thank you. Why, that's a pawn island on a3. I think that comes really close to the answer. Just generally, I would say, if we just look at like the queenside pawn structure, black's queenside pawn structure is just much better, right? Like, indeed, right now, you know, isolated pawn, like that is, you know, you could argue as a weakness. And let's say after we take or something, I always have the 2-on-1. White has the center, but like, it's fine. I will say all the other points are also definitely valid. Like, yeah, white can easily castle. Black can easily castle. Black also just has nice places for their pieces. I would just mostly say, like, queenside pawn structure is just preferable for black here. Hey, Panda. Hey, yo, Inferno. The music is so peak. Yes. Yes. I mean, if it's rendering too well, I could also always pixelate it much, much, much more. Okay, let me... What move are we on? We are on move 8. Okay, fantastic. And here played was knight to c6. Which, I mean, seems completely logical to me. Right, develop a piece. We're also technically threatening to take. So presumably you need to push your e-pawn. There we go. And this is actually a very high-class move, knight to c6. Because, you know, now this bishop is passive. So that's actually very nice. Mostly because, like, okay, like, this is garbage. Like, this is really bad. Like, I mean, come on. So, like, yeah, e3 was, like, yeah, probably forced. Okay, now we castle. Right, complete. I don't think anyone has anything to say about this move. It's always fine to bring the king to safety. And bishop to e2. which is certainly a development square. Is Red Panda Dutch? No one knows where I'm from, and I've seen a billion guesses, and most of them are wrong. Which is good for me, because I quite like being anonymous on the internet. C takes d4. Okay, that makes sense. Let's see. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter how you recapture. Probably C takes is the best one. Just don't take back with the knight. Okay. I mean, to be fair, there's also an argument here to free up your bishop. But, you know, I'm not gonna argue too much. So, yeah, again, right? We have sort of clarified the position. And black's advantage, again, is just on the queen side, right? Is from Liechtenstein, obviously. Is he South Africa? Well, everyone is giving guesses. I thought you said you were from South Africa. At an appointment, sneaking into Sanson Love. Thank you, Blonde Ghost. That is very nice of you. Why is my favorite VTuber playing a ghost? Am I playing a ghost? Oh no. This guy has seen things that I am not. Okay, so... Maybe... You know what? I'll just pose you the question. What would you play here? And there's definitely... Like... There are a lot of answers here, once more. But I'm just kind of curious. What would you guys identify here as a priority? What would you play here? Why not knight e4 and f5 instead of castle short? Okay, let's look at that real quick. So, before here. So, you're talking about knight e4. And your idea was, if the knight is challenged, you wanted to play something like f5, right? So... Always look for tactics, I would say. You overlooked something in this position. The knight has one defender. We can, at the very least, here kick the queen. Now, of course, if I move my queen backwards, I just win the knight. And keeping the knight defender is actually very awkward, because now you don't have this f5 move anymore, right? So, you came up with an idea. However, it doesn't quite work tactically. Also, one thing I will say. In a position like this, right? You should identify a priority, right? So while yes, like knight e4 at some point will be a desirable move, it is just much more important to castle your king and develop your pieces, right? Before we start moving our pieces around. So just, like, identify a priority. So Capablanca here took, castled and then took. And now it's the question to you guys, what would you play here with the black pieces? This game is actually Red Panda's left side of the brain with his right side of the brain. A6 to play bishop b7. That is fascinating to me, because, like, why would you start with a6? Someone else said b6. b6 goaded. Yeah, b6 was here played by Capablanca. And it totally makes sense, right? Because right now, again, right, you identify your priority. And in this case, move in your, like, improve in your worst piece. Great priority to have, to be honest. So, yeah, pawn to b6. Like, for sure, like, fantastic move. Right, we want to improve our bishop. a6 to go b5. Yeah, but, like, if the point of a6 b5 is to put the bishop on b7, why would you do it in 3 moves? So let's say I just castle b5. I don't know. Let's just make a random move. Bishop b7. So now we do it in 3 moves compared to just doing it in like 2 moves. Right? Is there a better move? Is there? I don't know. I think b6 is a great move. Like, if you want objective facts, like, go to Stockfish, you know? But b6 is logical. It's also good. There's, like, nothing wrong with it. So, like, fine. You know? Rook d8 is my favorite. Rook d8 is fine, but not better than b6. Yeah, like, again, like, honestly. And that's, like, maybe something about, that's kind of hard about chess from time to time. It's like, yeah, like, there are definitely a lot of moves that are fine. Like, bishop d7 and then we move this knight and put it here. It's like, is that so bad? No. Like, I can't give you objective fact. I can just tell you this is a logical plan and there's nothing wrong with it. You know? Okay, let's take a look. What was played? Okay, here. Oh, that's a weird move. What? Okay, knight to d2 was played. What a strange little move. Why does Panda say this, guys? Has he gone insane? Has he finally lost his mind? Why is this move so strange? We're on developing a knight, right? Ooh, you know what? Fun question. Can you take this pawn? Fun question. Can you take that pawn? Can you add notation on the board, please? People complain. Oh. Oh, I'm so sorry. How do I do that? I don't think I can. You know what? I don't care if people complain. No, I know genuinely it's like, it is so finicky. Like, this stream is being held together with duct tape. You don't understand. No, rook f1. Oh, so the point you're saying because of rook f1. I grabbed a pawn once and it hurt me. Why not? Free world. You can certainly not stop me from grabbing the pawn, Panda, you fool. You idiot! You couldn't stop me. No. Can you see it? There we go. Okay. I think black just has e5 in this position. Here. Okay, we can look at that later. But let's first... What is the problem here? Bishop f3. We're keeping our rook protected. And quite genuinely, what are you even remotely supposed to do now? Your queen is hit. The knight is hit. Like, the knight was technically hit here, but we're defending it. Now it's hit twice. Yeah, that's just not a good move, is there? So yeah, can you grab that pawn? No. But knight e2 is still strange to me. Someone here mentioned the move pawn e5. I am not super sure what the point is. Because we're not really stopping white from doing anything, right? Like, I don't know. I would just still play bishop f3 here. You can't push to e4, right? Just count. 1, 2, 3 versus 2. So we can't push the pawn. Moving the queen, then, I mean, again, 2 attackers. So, yeah, I don't think e5 is fantastic per se, no. So yeah, the threat here is bishop f3, and it is a serious threat, right? Luckily though, the like simplest move also just completely works here. Let's continue with our plan with bishop b7. Exactly, fantastic. Yeah, bishop b7, great move. Right, like the simple move also just works here completely fine. Because like now if bishop f3, you know, going over here, just drop the queen back and we're defending it twice, the knight. So yeah, absolutely great move. At least I'm gonna assume Capablanca played that and didn't take the pawn. Would be great for a world champion to blunder that. Would really give all of us some hope. Knight e2, bishop b7. Oh, let me promote again. There we go. Promoted to line. Okay. And now bishop to f3. Okay. So, bishops, right? I mean, we stand really well on the long diagonal. But white has... Again, right, it's just not a priority, right? You need to set a good list of priorities. Your priority should be developing all your pieces and getting your king castles. Your priority shouldn't be spending, like, all the time in the world bringing the bishop to the long diagonal, right? Like, try and pick the right priorities. No reason to abandon the original plan. Yeah, absolutely. Like, definitely no good reason. Queen b5. Okay, so you want to retreat here. And now your argument is, I am preventing white from castling, right? You do always at least have to be somewhat careful if you're allowing your queen to get attacked. I don't think it's bad to allow rook b1 though. So yeah, queen b5. I think it's fine. Let me think for just 1 second though. Yeah, I mean rook b1 is probably still the best move because I do in fact want to get you off this diagonal. a6 is pointless because, you know, the knight is still hanging. But to be fair, there are like still a billion moves here that are fine. Yeah, like we're still fine here, like genuinely. So yeah, no, I think queen b5 is fine. I thought it was wrong for a second, but I think it just works. And notation isn't that important. The elegant picture frame is though. Yes. Listen, it doesn't matter. Also, I'm not here to amuse you. Queen f5 only fine move afterwards. Is it the only move? It's definitely the move I found. Yeah, probably is. Okay. Let's see, bishop f3. Okay, now queen d7 was played. Which, I mean, definitely makes sense. Let's carry on castles. And rook to c8. Okay, great move, to be honest. So, what is black threatening? Well, I mean, like, okay, we're lining with the queen, so the threat is knight x4, right? Is there a better move? I don't think so. Yeah, just knight x4. So if white does nothing, you know, like, we can just take here. And this is a problem, because the queen is hanging. We're also attacking this point. The queen's also attacked twice. Yeah, that's just horrible. So you do have to address this. And white decides to do so with queen to b1. Maybe not as promising as queen a4. Though queen a4 also looks super weird. Probably here you can play something like... Probably you can play something like knight e5 here, right? Let me see. Because like queen here, we have an in-between move. And then we take back afterwards. So like take. And yeah, I mean probably black is just a little bit better, right? I would say so. But queen a4 also looks fine. Queen b1 is a little bit depressing. You know what? I would probably still play queen a4 over this one. Let's see. I like queen b3 for white. Okay, let's take a look. Queen to b3. Okay, one problem that this might have, right, is that here we can probably play something like knight to a5. And now you just need to move your queen again. And let's say we move here. I don't know. Do we take the bishop? We can also double up, right? Like just double the rooks. I would say black is just doing really well here. I mean, they're definitely better in this endgame, right? Good control over the only open file, etc, etc. Yada yada yada. Yeah, so queen b1, I guess. I don't think this is a much better move than queen b3, right? Don't get me wrong. Is this a live game? No. No, definitely not. No, what? No, my man, this game was played 100 years ago. 1929. This is not live. It's a live game. Capablanca playing right now on the chess. Yes. You get a rook an idea. Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's take a look. I'm just trying to find little short simple lines so that I can go on with the stream, right? But if you guys have comments, definitely put them in the chat. It's fascinating. Okay, so here, what was played? Oh, this move is given a exclamation mark in the book. Well, this book, by the way, is really big. There's not much annotation, but it is really big on the question marks. Okay, can you guys guess the move? Can you guys find the move? You make a video when you cut a pawn into 100 equal centipawns to have a live eval. Just add like a little pixel. I don't think that's useful for people. Ah, yes, my excellent game review. Yes. Is this live? Reminds me of when Mozart's next comment. Yes. Oh, this Mozart guy is great. Why does he play again? Knight d5. Okay, I mean, it looks somewhat interesting. Let's have a little look. But it wasn't the move played in the book. I don't think that's a problem with knight d5, but what's your idea? Let's say, okay, I mean, like, there's some, like, knight c3 coming in. And I do want to develop my pieces. So let's say I play a sort of normal move, like bishop b2, right? That seems like logical. Like, what is the, like, the whole idea of knight d5? Knight d5, e4, we just go back. Are we sure about that, balls? Are we sure about that? Let's think. To be fair, when he suggested knight d5, the first thing I calculated was e4. But you know what? I didn't speak my thoughts. Because I was like, if I speak my thoughts too quickly, I'm gonna sound like an idiot. No, here we just have knight c3. Yikes. Yeah, that's an owie. Queen d3, and we don't have to move our knight. It can be protected, either like this by the rook, or like this by the queen. And we don't have to go back, right? We don't have to touch this lovely piece. So, you know what? Whoever suggested knight d5, you are very tricky. You are a very tricky person. But, like, bishop b2, right? Like, that seems logical, because now there's no knight c3. And it gets a bit annoying. Live. No, it's just a video. It's pre-recorded, Mr. Dresden Place. Don't worry about it. By the way, in all my videos, I can see you through the screen and interact live with the comments, so don't worry about it. I'm going to be part of the OG 10K. Oh, that's a big assumption. Knight d5 is fine. I feel like white's not a good player. Oh, horrible, Falter. Horrible. Okay. So, knight d5. I mean, it's fine, right? Like, again, not in one. And, like, you are indeed very tricky. That, like, e4, like, would be a bad response. And probably stuff like bishop b2 is, like, somewhat necessary. Okay, the move here played. I don't know if anyone said it. It's a little bit overwhelming, the amount of people. There. Okay. Knight d5, e4, g5, and knight takes d4. Ooh, so wait, someone say knight takes d4? Wait, what's the idea there? Whoa, boss man. You need to explain this one to me. Anyway, while he explains this one to me, the move played was knight a5. Which is interesting. It's given an exclamation mark, by the way. This move. So it's apparently genuinely somewhat important. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Apart from offering the bishop exchange. And, okay, so I do understand that, like, after takes, and we take back, we get the nice long diagonal. We've also managed to trade off white's really nice and strong bishop. So I get that it's a good move. I don't know why it's a great move, though. Like, it's given an exclamation mark, so maybe I'm actually missing something. Which is possible. My explanation is I need to sleep. Then go to bed, my man. Listen. Just, like, go to sleep. if you need it. I think when you're an hour in and haven't gotten that far. Hey, we're on move 15. For an hour. That's probably, like, slower than the actual game was played. Oh, you're right. Opens up your rook also. Oh yeah, I mean, for sure, like, there are some benefits. And you know what? Now that you pointed out, that could be more important than I'm giving it credit for. So, fair enough. Yeah, I think the whole idea is probably to, like, gain control of the wrong diagonal, right? Because either we drop the bishop back, which is, like, great for black, obviously, or we take, and now, you know, I still have my really nicely placed queen. Yeah, I don't know. The knight seems misplaced on a5. Yeah, that's fair. However, the knight could hop into c4, right? And there are some benefits there. Like, I don't know. I'm just putting up something random. Like, obviously, if you take, you're just helping me, like, double up, right? And I mean, like, if you move away... Yeah, maybe the knight... I don't know. I mean, if you're moving away, then, like, I've wasted some time, but, like, so have you, right? Yeah, I don't know. Like, is the knight misplaced? Probably, but, like, is it that bad? I don't think so. But yeah, I don't think it deserves a... Like, I think it's a good move. I'm not sure if it deserves the exclamation mark. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, I lost the page. Okay, I found the page again. Fantastic. Where are we? We are on move 15. Yes. We're doing so well. Okay. White decides to exchange. Okay, queen takes back. I presume. Yes, alright. And here the move bishop e2 is played. Finally, we've somewhat completed development. And this is how you know you're playing good chess, by the way, because like, you know, like when you're only now completing your development. Also, like, this bishop stands so well here. Fantastic piece. I don't know. Black might be an IM, but not a GM. Oh, Moimix is Moimix over here. They are brutal. Oh, no, white is clearly not a GM level. Unlike me, Moimix, the famous Grandmaster. Maybe they are a Grandmaster. It's like, Moimix. But that's the mere I am. That's a mere international master. Clearly not good enough. Like... What a great comment. Black is not that strong. This is Capablanca. Third world chess champion. Oh. Kasparov is so old. Yes. Okay, let's figure this one out. What was played? Yeah, bishop e2. Okay. Oh, here the move queen a6 was played. Interesting. Interesting. You know what? This is actually fair. Queen e2 is super annoying. Yeah, genuinely. Because that absolutely just ruins the piece coordination for white. So, you know, fair enough. Queen a6. What a fun move. Wow. Man, it's kind of like these world champions who are kind of good at chess. But don't worry, guys. It's probably a mere IM level. I'm bullying that poor guy. I'm so sorry. Queen a6 is insane. Really now. I mean, the threat is queen e2. That makes sense, right? Okay, you know what? Just for that, I'm gonna pull up the engine. Alright, we're gonna pull up Stockfish. And we're gonna see what it says about queen a6. Turning on the engine. It's the top move of the computer. Queen to a6. It is only at depth 20. So maybe you should let it run more. I mean, like, maybe then. But, you know, no, it's like, fine. Queen a6. Fine move. Okay, turning that off. Queen to a6. Yeah, I presume the idea is like queen e2. Also, it's a nice long diagonal. Okay, let's see. Okay, white plays rook e1, which is sensible then, right? Because, like, that just completely, like, parries the threat. Let's see. It's top Angela, yeah, it's... Fridge in the suitcase. By the way, Fridge. Genuine question, right? Fridge. Because are you in the Discord? Because, like, I see your comments. And usually I really love your comments. But I'm not, like, I don't know if you're in my Discord so that I can put, like, a name to the YouTube account. You know? And if not, that's, like, fine, right? Like, I completely understand. But it's like, yeah, I see your comments on YouTube, and I quite like them. So I was just kind of curious. Black is teaching. Yes. Top 500 is solid, but not that good, though, no? Top 500 in anything is good. Okay, let's carry on. Here, what was played is Knight 2. D5. So what's the point of this move? Let's figure it out. I mean, probably we just want to go to the queen side, for sure. Also, again, right, like, e4 is not a fantastic move here. Like, we're just giving up this square. Maybe knight c3 is better, actually. No, I like knight f4 more. Yeah, so e4, it's like, haha, I kicked your knight, but, like, what are you really doing here? So, like, yeah, knight d5, I get it. It's kind of just spinning more pieces to the queen side. Fair enough. And here, oh, white plays rook a2. What a, again, strange little moves. But it does make some sense, right? Because, like, they really want to oppose the rooks, right? And this rook as a job, we want to, you know, take away the e2 square, pardon from the black queen. So probably they want to play this. I think that's what the idea is. Though, again, I am not a time traveler. I cannot read minds. Knowing Capablanca is probably gonna change minor pieces, make out the best pawn, and win that way. Yes, Capablanca is 100% gonna win with the queenside pawns. I believe that, for sure. But you know what? That's why we love Capablanca. And let me put it like this, for just everyone, right? If you're a Capablanca fan, you're essentially in a cult, right? Like, Maurice over here, he will confirm that for me. Like, we can sit here but like, no, we're just enjoying some chess, it's fine. No, we're in a cult. Like, it's the Church of Capablanca. If you like Capablanca, you will not shut up about it. But he's my favorite chess player, so I'm definitely a good cultist. Rook a2 is terrible. Wow, we're absolutely flaming Capablanca's opponent. Probably. It doesn't seem like a good move. But you can still, like, try and explain the reasoning behind it, right? But yeah, definitely only an IM level move, not not a grandmaster level move. Let's see. So, okay, so, like, if I was playing here, so I'm not looking, I would just double rooks. For sure. Let's see what, so, like, rook c7, right? Let's see what Capablanca does. Please, Capablanca. Please, I've been studying in your church very faithfully. Rook c6. I'm stupid. Stupid, Red Panda. Red Panda thought rook c7. What an idiot. The correct was obviously rook c6. You know what, whatever. I tried. It's more like candidate master level. Honestly, it's like not that good if you think about it. I've had hi, Phobitox. The hell is a CM? CM is candidate master. This isn't a cult. We just enjoy good piece play, good endgames, worshipping a man who played centuries ago, and being an absolute charmer. Listen, if you like Capablanca, you're not a member of a cult. You simply like good positional play, fun endgames, worshipping at the feet of the altar of the mighty third world chess champion, and fun games. White is an arena candidate master. Oh, ooh, Moibix absolutely roasting White. Ooh. Oh, yes, yes. Oh, for people curious, ACM is like a stupid online title. It's like not like it's idiotic. You have to be like 1100 at like some FIDE website, and you need to pay them like $30, and then you get like the ACM title. It's like whatever. Okay, rook c6 was played, of course, fine. And here white played e4. Alright, good move. What was played? Okay, like either knight f4 or knight c3, right? Okay, so fun question. Which one would you guys pick? Would you play knight f4 or knight c3? And like preferably give me a bit of a reason to work with, right? Arena titles are genuinely asking to be bullied. Yes. Yeah, no, actually. it is really quite bad. 30 is a bargain. Oh, isn't it like 50? You're right. That's not moderation. Yes, it's like Vladimir Kramnik's moderation. Like... oh. Man, what is Fide doing? Like, genuinely. Knight f4. I like e2 and d3 squares for the knight. Fridge, I personally would play knight f4 as well, I think. A title is a title. I just want to go to d3. Yeah, no, definitely understand that. I think I agree with you. I would probably play knight f4 as well. Knight c3 was played by Capablanca. I don't think like knight c3 is bad, by the way. Personally, I probably would go knight f4. You know what? I'm not even gonna. I'm not gonna turn the computer on for this one. We're just gonna let it sit in mystery. You know, because that's what I had to deal with growing up. So you guys don't get instant gratification either. You will never know which one is objectively better. I like knight f4. So for sure, if like you thought knight f4 was the move, you're definitely not an idiot, right? Like, makes sense to me. Knight c3 was played in the game though, which I mean both moves make sense, right? Notations, please. I had the arrows. They were drawn. I had the arrows drawn. You'll be fine. Knight e7 is okay too. Nah, come on. No, you don't believe that. You don't believe that. Like, be more active. Come on. Like, rawr. Like, go forward. Like, no, what is knight e7? Like, but the arrows were drawn. Listen, you'll be fine. Like, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You remember, right? So, like, C, F. And you'll be fine. Trust me. Like, just take it easy. And, you know, if nothing else, just enjoy the panda shaking around. But I read chat. I want to imagine chatter comments. Very true. Okay, let's see. Knight c3 was played, of course. We're on move 20, so what is the follow-up? Bishop takes c3. I mean, definitely the only move. This was, of course, a fork, right? So, of course, we take back. Yep, we do take back. And now knight to f3. Does that move make sense? I mean, whatever. It's the opponent. Who cares? Now, I mean, what are good candidate moves here? This is definitely the most natural move, right? Like, just doubling your rooks on the only half-open file. Also, look at White's coordination. Like, usually in chess we say, like, you like to have your rooks connected. What are these bozos doing? You know what? That guy who said earlier, rook a2 is awful, I think was Moimix, right? Like, absolutely right. Like, look at it. Like, that plan did just not work out. What an idiot. I hate Batman chess. I mean, okay. The sad part about that is that you have hatred for a guy who doesn't know you exist. so like Joe, like I don't know, man. You could spend a lot of your time in this world on, but I think hating a dude who does not know nor care about your existence is particularly productive. Rook c8. Yep, for sure that would be my move. Or queen to d3. You know what? I don't entirely understand the benefit. Because, like, now we're giving up control over the file, right? We are winning the pawn there. Okay, you are a clever one, aren't you? Wow, you are so smart. Okay, so, like, probably... Yeah, because here you have knight b3. Oh, you are a clever one, what? Oh, whoever I can't find the comment anymore. Oh yeah, there. Nathan. You are a clever one. Yeah, very nice. Yes, rook c2... Oh, pardon. Rook c2 sacks the pawn. It's probably still playable, right? And rook c1, that's knight b3. Oh, nice e1. Yeah, queen probably playable too. Yeah. I like rook c8. But let's see what Capablanca played. Let's see what the mighty, what our mighty supreme leader played. Rook fc8. There we go. I mean, it is like the most natural move, right? Like we can probably all agree there. Let me promote the line again. There we go. Okay, and now we play pawn h3. Okay, I guess we're just making Luft at this point. You have hatred for guy doesn't know you exist. Absolute phenomenal takedown. Yes. See, like, the thing is, when I started making YouTube videos, I had absolutely no intentions of either being funny, sarcastic, or roast people. But those things just all happened naturally. When I said you have hatred for a guy who doesn't know you exist, was not meant as a roast. Like, I promise you, it was like meant as just a genuine, like, I guess it doesn't make too much sense though comment. like, anyway. Where are we? We're move 23 with pawn to h3. Beautiful. And now knight to c4. Oh, edgy move. Very edgy move. Yeah, okay. So we're attacking the a pawn. So white moves it. I mean, okay, it's under attack. We move it. Seems at least sensible. And now... Oh, what a move. Oh, what a move. Knight a3. Oh, what a move. Oh, that's beautiful. So what is happening here? This little maneuver, by the way, this was actually so smart. So the point was we're attacking the queen and we're cutting off the rook's defense of this pawn. Oh, and now queen b2 was played, which gives up the pawn. If you play here the move queen d1, I presume just something like queen c4, right? So now the rook is hit. You need to move it. I picked the square at random. And what happens now? Probably knight c2. Oh yeah, sorry, I need to draw the arrow. Probably knight c2, right? I would play knight c2 here. This rook has to move somewhere. And like now, at the very least, like... I can probably even just take the pawn. That should still be fine. But I don't know, I might have something better as well. Anyway, that seems absolutely brutal. So instead of going into any of that, white here just plays queen b2, which gives the pawn up on a4. What a maneuver, by the way. Talking about knight reroutes. Woo! Chiad Capablanca was the best, no doubt. Definitely. Yeah, I calculated all of that. Fantastic, my man. Absolutely. The red in red pandas because you're roasting. No doubt you're lovely. Thank you very much. But your roasts are on point. Also, thank you very much. Okay, let's carry on. So here was played. So we had knight, queen to b2. We're on move 25. Okay, yeah, queen takes a4 was indeed played. Makes sense to me. Also, Capablanca was a bit of a pawn grabber. Okay, and by the way, this is like kind of Capablanca's genius, right? Like you give him something and he'll just outmaneuver you into a winning endgame. Like it's quite literally like just so superb. It's always to watch. Engines have kind of ruined it a little bit though, but okay. Okay, he plays rook e2. What is that move? Wait, is that a typo? Is that a typo? What is rook e2 even supposed to be? No, what is this move? What? Oh, that's horrible. No, what is even the remotely the point? I like... What? What is rook e2? Okay, well, whatever. Rook e2 was played. I triple checked it, you guys. I swear. You argue that he didn't connect the rooks and now you're unhappy. Yeah, oh, you're so right. Yeah, no, for sure. You're so right, Volter. What? But seriously though, what is what is this? If you want to connect the rooks, Maybe play like here. Also doesn't really survive. Yeah, I don't know. It is hard to find a great move. Like, I don't know, if you just try like honestly quite literally anything here. Yeah, probably like Rook C2, just get more trades in. Maybe Knight, maybe Rook takes is better. Yeah, for sure Rook takes is better. Like here you're still more active. It is hard to come up with a better move, to be fair. But this is definitely not it. I would not play this move in a billion years. Rook E-A1 is the best bet. Makes sense, actually. Yes. So, Walter is suggesting this move. Makes sense. You do have to move your queen. So, probably to B5. So, it's some gain of time. You don't want to trade queens here. Queen needs to move somewhere. Probably here. Yeah, and like now you need to move your knight. Because the knight is handing, right? So, yeah. That's probably your best move. Wow, Walter finding improvements over this game is awesome. Alright, let's continue. Rook E2 just asserts dominance. The rook goes forward, nonchalantly to scare the black pieces. Okay, I've checked with the computer, right? I've turned the computer on. And right now the evaluation is actually pretty close to equal. Just because I wanted to know that I'm not crazy, okay? After Rook E2, it's like -4. Like, this was not a good move. Okay, I'm turning it back off. I just wanted to check real quick that I'm not crazy. Because, you know, streamer brain is a real thing. Okay, so what was played here? Okay, Capablanca here played the move pawn to B5. There might be some, like, different ideas. So what would you guys play? Maybe I should have said that before showing Capablanca's move. What would you play here? Look in my country in quarterfinal. Ooh. Oh no, not doing that. But what's your name, folks? Panda hybrid. You know, red pandas are real creatures, right? Like, why doesn't arena candidate master confirmed? True. It's -4, only black pieces aren't scared. What it was equal to 2 best pawns? I have no idea. It's close to equal. Black had a slight advantage. But listen, we can here, sit here and listen to Stockfish all day, and it will drive us crazy, you know. So let's just forgo that. So just hey, what did you guys play here? Rook C1 check. Okay. Let's have a quick little look. So, okay, my response is of course forced here, right? I have to play King H2. So what was your idea behind giving this check? Because there is a problem now. That problem being that the knight is hanging. So, what do we do now? We've given a check. Very good. But now what? I'm seeing a lot of people suggesting a rook sack. Ooh, that's juicy. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's look at the rook sacrifice. Because that seems fun. So, the idea. So, of course, we take. Ah, wait, you guys are smart. Okay, nice. I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, right? You guys are seeing some sort of attack brewing up here, right? I presume this is the idea of the exchange sack. Yeah, and this seems like lethal. So, okay, first of all, the knight is hanging, but there's mate in one, right? Oh, that is so clever. Oh, you guys are geniuses. Awesome. Look, they have 3 points. Yeah, okay, Volta just gave the same line as me. Okay, and Volta here already kind of jumped ahead to the queen sack. Yeah, but I don't think you have anything better. Like, running the king doesn't work at all, right? Yeah, H6. You're probably in a mate net now, right? Yeah, you're probably just in a mate net here. Ooh, what a nice find, guys. Oh, what a lot. You guys played probably better. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna check. I'm going to award. I don't know who first said that, but I'm gonna award you a "You did it" star. There we go. That's just for you. That is just for you. You did it. Amazing job. Round of whoever suggested rook takes f3 first. I don't know if it's objectively better than b5. In my mind it is, and also it does look crushing and better. But yeah, what a nice move, guys. Whew. Okay, awesome job. Okay, pawn b5 was played in the game though. The chat is better than Capablanca, apparently, but like awesome. Your did it. Get a your did it star. I don't know if it's better than Capablanca. It could be that like from time to time, if you work through a book, right, about like Capablanca or about like any strong player, like Paul Morphy, let's say, from time to time you are gonna find a better move. The thing is though, if the roles were reversed and Capablanca was looking at your games, he would find a better move way more often. So like, great, you know, like find an improvement, like definitely gold star, and like this is a bit of a sarcastic one, but 100% deserved. But like, does that mean you're better than Capablanca? No. Okay, so here's the computer says, taken here, nearly -5. Pawn b5 -2.3. So like, well done. Yeah, improvement on Capablanca's play. Now let's turn that back off because it does make it less fun. At least for me, it makes it less fun. I don't care about you guys. Okay, let's carry on. So pawn b5 was played. Oh, I don't know if I forgot any other, like... Stream died. Oh no, did it? Oh, we're back. Wait, did it die? Ah, whatever. You guys with your complaints. We should genuinely finish up, because this has taken me so long going through this game. Okay, we're on move 20. Are we on move 26? Really? This is I purposely picked a shorter game because I knew this would happen. Okay, so here d5 was played, which makes sense. Definitely an attempt, right? Okay, so here Capablanca decides to take, which is simple. We take back. And here we play pawn to b4. Yeah, I mean, this seems essentially forced, right? Because first of all, we're covering this square, which is important because, like, there are actually some backrank mate threats here with this rook getting overworked. Right, so like if I do something like this, I have queen takes here and here. Like, always look for tactical threats. Let me take the star. Let me take the star away. You need to work for that star. It's not given for nothing. So that's a threat, so it makes sense from that perspective. I mean, like, we're also just guarding the knight, right? So now we can move our pieces again. That's always useful. And, I mean, pushing our passer. Always great. White here played queen to d2. Absolutely fantastic. Someone suggested f4. Don't really know what f4 does. And if we're suggesting moves like pawn f5, again, right, there is a sort of... no, here there isn't the backrank mate threat, pardon, because we just pushed that pawn. I mean, why are we pushing the pawn? Why are we even touching the pawns in front of our king like this? Like, this just seems weakening. Ah, b4 makes sense to me. Okay, queen to d2. And here, I mean, the simplest move, right? Because Capablanca likes winning simply. Pawn to b3. What a move. I mean, simple, but like, that's the brilliance of Capablanca, right? Also, it's like, what is a saying that Capablanca is maybe most famous for? It's saying, passed pawns must be pushed. Hey, Ash. Oh, is that... Hi, Ash. Wait, about rook b3. The rook takes f3 pawn. Ooh, someone's saying stuff. Ooh, I don't know. The rook say... Ooh, people are not... Okay, b3. You know what? I'm gonna miss some things people are saying. I do really apologize. Okay, let's carry on. We're on move 29. Queen d2 was played. The pawn was pushed. And now... okay, of course the rook is hanging. We don't really... rook b2 was played, we don't really have a good alternative. I mean, like, rook here makes absolutely no sense. We just get in. And now this pawn is going to get pushed, right? So, practically forced. Come on. What was played? Oh, rook c2. Yeah, deadly. Yeah, I mean, this is just completely game over. Genuinely, like take, and oh, like, like, I don't know. I don't even know how to, like, describe how bad this position is. In fact, probably something like knight b1, forcing the queen in front here. And I think we can just win the game like this. Yeah, painful. Yeah, so... What was played? I don't know if that was played, by the way. Queen e3. Oh, okay. Let's see. That's literally a webcam. Oh no. I hope not. Okay, let's see. Rook takes b2. Rook takes b2. And now, okay, maybe a fun exercise, guys. How would you finish up this game? What move would you play here? Let's see if you can play as well as Capablanca. Told you promoting the pawn is really important. Yes. Yes, for sure. How about rook 8 to c7? I think you're missing the more important rook to c6, which is an excellent move. I don't know. Rook c2. Okay, I'm hearing someone say rook c2, so let's look at that real quick. Well, I don't really know what this does. Mainly because currently we are attacking this pawn. So I would just take... and like... This is not good. This actually looks really bad for black. So, you know what? Let's not do that. So, guys, this pawn is currently hanging. What would you play? Knight fork. Yeah, I mean, it's a simple one, but it's like the finishing touch, right? Yes, knight to c4, absolutely. Yeah, just a fork, right? Simple, right? Like, don't make it overly complicated. Again, right, little bit of a simpler one, but like, yeah, you never know. Also, it's just good to practice basic tactics. Okay, of course we move the queen. Honestly, at this point, white could genuinely resign, but okay, there's like one more attempt with the spin. And now what do you play? What do we do now? You just did 11k on stream. I am so bad with milestones. It's like, yay, 10k celebration stream, we're at 11. Yeah, I don't, yeah, thank you. I don't, I'm a bit overwhelmed, to be honest, by all the attention, but I am very grateful. Rook c6 now. Ooh, rook c6. Yes. No, golden star for that move. You did it. Yeah, okay. I don't see any comments. Oh no. Queen to a3. Oh, nice move. Yeah, and that's what Capablanca played. Well done. Well done. Excellently spotted. It is the finishing touch on the fork, right? That's the knight c4. It's a fork. Simple. But like, yeah, there's always like some complication. Complication, whatever. Words are hard. And now we see rook b1. I mean, that's of course very sensible. But, and this is like the whole point of queen a3. Here we just trade queens. And what is the whole point? We simply play pawn b2. And white just resigns. And I mean, that makes sense, right? Because like, this is just dead lost. I don't know how to convince you guys that it's dead lost. Quite literally, I don't particularly care what you try to do. I'm just gonna march this pawn down your throat. Right? And it like, yes, you have this pawn, but like, I'm just guarding the square in front. Getting a piece to support it doesn't matter. You can just genuinely sack your knight if you get enough time to push this one. So, yeah, no, doesn't matter. Absolutely not. We're just winning. There are more people subscribed to you than there are people living. Oh my goodness. Ape won't just get pushed. Yeah, like it's simple, right? I repent. I love your videos. Thank you very much, Star Chess. I try my best, and I hope to not disappoint people. Or at the very least, I shouldn't talk negative about myself. I hope to give people some joy. Because this is a wonderful game. That was all I've planned for today, by the way. 2 pawns on the 6th rank is lethal. Yeah, absolutely. So, just real quick, right? Because these 10,000 subscribers is absolutely amazing. And it is much more than I ever thought I would reach. I'm genuinely quite amazed at that people like these videos. I mostly feel privileged. It was also a little bit scary at first, but I'm mostly just very grateful. So I want you guys to know that. And this stream has been really fun for me. So thank you very much. Okay, well, this is just all I have planned. So, yeah. Capablanca, amazing game. So, actually love your content. Thank you very much. Yeah, I guess I'll finish it off in sort of a normal way. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. No, not starting soon.